Stop lying to yourself. You're not here because it's complicated love. You're not here because you have a karmic connection or a special destiny. You're here because your brain is deceiving you. In this video, we'll look at the real reason why you can't walk away from someone who is destroying your life. We'll talk about the biochemistry that works like a hard drug, the psychological traps that are impossible to escape without a fight, and I'll give you a tough, step-by-step guide on how to cut this leash once and for all. Ready to learn the truth? Let's go. It's not love, it's addiction. Face the truth. You feel broken. You check your phone every 5 minutes. Your mood depends on a single message from him or her. Do you know what this is like? It's not movie romance. It's a clinical picture of addiction. Do you think you love this person? Let's look at it from a neurobiological perspective. When you are in a healthy, calm relationship, your brain produces serotonin and oxytocin, hormones of calmness and attachment. But in a toxic relationship, it's different. It's a roller coaster. In the 1950s, psychologist B.F. Skinner conducted an experiment with rats. When a rat pressed a lever and always received food, it quickly lost interest as soon as it was full. But when the rat pressed the lever and received food randomly, that is, sometimes there was food and sometimes there wasn't, it began to press the lever like crazy. It couldn't stop. This is called intermittent, variable reinforcement. And this is exactly what happens in your relationship. Your partner is either cold or hot. Today he showers you with compliments. You get your dose. And tomorrow he ignores or humiliates you. The dose disappears. Your brain is in panic mode. It starts waiting for the next win. The level of dopamine, the hormone of anticipation of pleasure, skyrockets not when you feel good, but when you expect to feel good. You have turned into a gambler at a broken slot machine. You pull the lever, hoping for the jackpot, even though you are losing your life. You don't love your partner. You are addicted to unpredictability. Anthropologist Helen Fisher conducted MRI scans of the brains of people who had just been dumped by their lovers. Do you know which areas of the brain lit up? The same ones that are active in cocaine addicts during withdrawal. Toxic relationships change your brain chemistry. When your partner is not around, or when they behave terribly, you experience withdrawal symptoms, physical pain, anxiety, nausea. And the only way to relieve this pain is to get a dose of attention from the source of the pain. It's a vicious circle. You run for medicine to the one who poisoned you. Let's dig deeper. Why do you put up with what a normal person wouldn't put up with for 5 minutes? Why do you forgive? In a toxic relationship, you live in constant stress. Your body is flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone. Evolutionarily, cortisol is necessary to escape from a tiger. It shuts down complex thought processes in the prefrontal cortex, your logic, and activates the amygdala, your center of fear and fight or flight response. But here's the paradox. When a child is scared, who do they run to? To their parent, to their attachment figure. Now imagine that the attachment figure is the source of fear. Your brain is torn apart. Your biological instinct screams, run to him for protection. But your logic whispers, run away from him. Instinct always wins. In moments of quarrels, shouting, and humiliation, you seek comfort from the very person who is yelling at you. This creates a powerful traumatic attachment. It's like Stockholm syndrome. You start to justify the aggressor in order to survive mentally. You look for even a drop of goodness in them to explain why you are still here. You are not dating a real person. You are dating your imaginary project. You fell in love with their potential. He'll get better. She'll change if I try harder. Potential is not reality. Falling in love with potential is like buying a lottery ticket and already starting to spend the millions you haven't won. Now let's talk about the economics of your suffering. Why is it so difficult to leave when you've already invested years, money, and emotions in this relationship? In economics and psychology, there is a concept called the sunk cost fallacy. It is a cognitive bias in which a person continues to invest resources in a losing venture simply because they have already invested so much. Studies show that people tend to sit through a boring movie until the end, or finish eating unpalatable food at a restaurant simply because they have paid for it. This is devastating in relationships. You think, I've spent 3 years on him. If I leave now, those 3 years will have been wasted. And what do? You spend another 5 years. You try to win back what you've lost. You want to prove that your choice was the right one. But it's a trap. You can't get back the time you've wasted, but you can save your future time. Decision-making studies show that people who know how to cut their losses, get out of bad deals in time, are happier and richer in the long run. Those who cling to the past lose everything. Relationships are an investment. If an asset is toxic and dragging you down, get rid of it immediately. Bankruptcy of the soul is worse than loneliness. Now it's going to hurt. Get ready. It's easy to blame your partner. Call them a narcissist, a psychopath, an abuser. Maybe they are. But the question is not why they are like that. The question is, why do you put up with it? The real reason you're stuck is your lack of self-worth and fear of boredom. You are bored with normal people. If you grew up in chaos, if your parents fought or were cold, your brain recorded the program. Love equals pain plus drama. When you meet a healthy, calm person who keeps their word and doesn't throw tantrums, you get bored. You lack dopamine. You feel like there's no spark. But the spark, in your understanding, is an alarm signal. You confuse anxiety with butterflies in your stomach. True love is security, not emotional swings. You let people walk all over you because you're afraid that if you say no, they'll leave you. You trade your self-respect for crumbs of attention. You think your tolerance makes you a good person or a holy martyr. No, it makes you a victim. Psychologist Daryl Bem has proven that we draw conclusions about ourselves by observing our behavior. If you allow someone to treat you badly, your brain concludes, apparently, I deserve this. Every time you forgive betrayal, your self-esteem drops even lower. You are training yourself to be a nobody in your own eyes. Enough theory. Let's move on to practice. How do you escape this hell? I warn you, there will be withdrawal symptoms. It will hurt, but it's the only way. Step 1. Complete no contact. This is not a game. This is quarantine. You can't stay friends. You can't break up gradually. An alcoholic can't drink just a little to quit. Block everything. Phone, social media, messengers. No stalking. Forbid yourself from visiting his or her page. Every time you look at a photo, you renew the neural connections of addiction. You're picking at a scab. Get rid of triggers. Put gifts, photos, and shared items in a box and take it out of the house or hide it far away. Step 2. Brain detox. Your brain will crave dopamine. It needs a replacement, but a healthy one. Statistics show that people who engage in high-intensity training during periods of stress recover 40% faster. Go to the gym. Run until your lungs burn. Hit the punching bag. You need to burn cortisol and get endorphins through physical activity, not drama. Step 3. The why not list. Our brains tend to idealize the past. In 2 weeks, you'll forget the shouting and remember how nice it was to drink coffee together. This is a memory trap. Right now, grab your phone or a piece of paper. Write down every time you were humiliated, ignored, or betrayed. Every hurtful word, every sleepless night. This list is your weapon. When your hand reaches for the phone to write, I miss you, read this list until you feel sick. Remember the pain. Sober yourself up. Step 4. Fill the void. You feel empty because this person took up too much space in your head. No place stays empty forever. If you don't fill it with something new, the old crap will come back. A new hobby. Any hobby. Friends. Rekindle the relationships you neglected for the sake of a toxic relationship. Goals. Set strict financial or athletic goals. Research by Dr. Gail Matthews has shown that people who write down their goals are 42% more likely to achieve them. Write down, in 3 months, I will be free, healthy, and happy. And go for it. Step 5. Therapy, or working on your beliefs. You need to reprogram your boredom settings. You need to learn to enjoy peace of mind. You need to understand that love is when it's easy. If you don't have the opportunity to see a psychologist, read books about codependency. Listen to lectures. Become an expert on your own psyche. Understand where the roots of your self-sacrifice come from. Listen to me carefully. You are the main project of your life. No partner, no love of your life is worth losing yourself. Toxic relationships are thieves. They steal your time, your energy, your beauty, and your future. You cannot change another person. It is impossible. But you can change the person you fall asleep and wake up with. Yourself. You are stronger than you think. You can get through this withdrawal. And believe me, on the other side is freedom. The air is cleaner there. There, you will remember who you really are. Don't wait for the right moment. It won't come. The best moment to choose yourself is now. Take that step. Close that door. Brick it up. And never look back. If this video struck a chord with you, if you recognized yourself in it, don't just sit there. Take action. Right now. Click the subscribe button. Turn on the bell so you don't miss new videos. Write, I choose myself, in the comments. Let this be your first step to freedom. Make this public promise to yourself. You can do it. See you soon.